Yes, I love it. That's a start. Malte Schiller, how are you? Thanks for joining us for the CD release live stream super party.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, well, and thank you so much from me and from Kenneth for being a crucial part of this project. So thanks so much for joining us, and we both thought that you did an amazing job conducting it and leading the whole thing. So thank you so much for that, and congratulations. Last year, so it's been a while, but maybe you still remember the how you felt about it and what you think about it, and now you had the chance to listen to it. So go for it.
Yeah. So the first time I saw the scores, I mean the whole, I think the first time I heard, I have no idea if that was Kenneth or you talking to me about the idea of the space big band, putting together a program that has to do with space. Well, that to me it was kind of an interesting thought, to approach music and have the theme of space with it. So, and first time I saw the scores, well, basically, since I'm not there are people that can open the score and like they hear immediately what's happening. Well, I can't. So the first time I opened up the scores, to me it was like, man, this is more like Lost in Space to me. When I heard the music the first time, to me, it was beautiful. The stuff you wrote. I mean, you and Kenneth. I think you were. I have no idea. Maybe you were upfront, like kind of apologizing. Man, I don't write for big band so much, and I hope this is fine. This is fine. But what I heard, it's like fantastic. I love the music. So I love the music while we were rehearsing. So it has a lot of good energy, and it's very. It has, the music takes you're getting drawn. How do you call this? Getting dragged into the stories, and there's a lot of stories in your writing, in both of your writing, and so it's like during the rehearsals that was already fun. The concerts were great, and I love the recording.
What actually do you like about big bands when you're either conducting them or playing in those or writing for the big bands? Why exactly big band?
Well, it's when you have a bunch of people together in one room, and they they think and play the same thing at the same time, so that they can create a lot of energy. And being part of this group, like playing wise, this is like a lot of fun. Like to know, all right, we breathe together, and then we play on whatever one end. And so it's and conducting a big band, it's the same. It's about the same subject. It's about the energy, but it's from the opposite side. It's like you have kind of when you have this group of people in front of you, you kind of have to manage all the different energetic stadiums of the people. It's like different energies, and you kind of, so this is like the main, to me, most of the time it's the main conducting. It's like conducting the people being not present. You have to get them into the zone, and as soon as everyone is there, then it's like it's a beautiful thing. And while composing or arranging music, to me it's like always the thought, how can I write my music or the arrangement the way that it tells a story, that it it has keeps the listeners on the edge of the seat. Not talking about like, it doesn't need to be like super fancy special or whatever, but it's like to have a clear message, to have like the overall, or like an overview about the energetic flow of the song, create sounds that are like that kind of also might create a physical feeling while listening.
Yeah, beautiful. What kind of challenges or interesting um, events did you encounter while working with this project in terms of like rehearsing or recording? I know it was many different things happening, but maybe something sticks out about the whole process, about recording it.
Yeah, definitely the concerts stick out
Mm,
because that was when you rehearse, there's like always someone like not paying attention, because the stuff happens. Maybe the phone is on, maybe whatever.
mhm.
um, and the recording process itself can sometimes be a bit can be exhausting. So this is like um, yeah, it sometimes it can be exhausting. I don't think it was, not really. But what sticks out are the concerts, because there was like the whole band was like full power. That was beautiful to be in front of the band and like getting all the energy from you guys.
Yeah, me and Kenneth, we were super happy that we could get you, and you did an amazing job doing the whole work. And it was definitely a great pleasure to work with you. And you definitely got everybody together and focused. And we appreciate your musicality and professionalism. That was absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Um, yeah, you got the chance to listen to the CD now. Great. What do you think
I love
about it?
the sound. It was some things were like different than I had in mind when we were at the studio.
Hmm.
Like, but only like color wise. Like there was, but I cannot say what it was.
Mm.
Did you get synthesizers?
We added some things, yeah, some synthesizers.
See,
Uh, yeah, exactly. Well done. Some synthesizers, a bit of overdubs, and obviously we did some editing. So yeah,
it's a big band.
it's a big band. Yeah. Um, so what kind of different sound did you hear? Was it like an overall kind of thing that was somewhat different after mixing it and editing it and mastering it, or was it some specific things that
Not
you
actually adding synthesizers, synthesizers. Yeah,
yeah,
only for my adding instruments.
yeah,
That was, but that's actually a nice ad, and I think it fits to the space.
right. Man, incredible. Yeah, it was definitely a pleasure to have you there, since you're like really experienced with big bands, and that is definitely one of the aspects that you're involved in.
Yeah, so right now I'm kind of uh, I'm it's close to be finished. There's a program with the big band in Oldenburg. I'm writing. I wrote the whole program, and we're going to rehearse next week. And there's going to be a kind of a documentary, like a film team with us. So we're going to film the whole thing, the whole concert. There might well, there will be another big band production in Hamburg with the Jazz Combinat in
Mm.
December, and there's also another orchestra project coming up. So the music, well, it's yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yes,
Yeah,
cool. Man, thank you so much for joining us, and it's super nice that you actually found some time. I know that you're one of the busiest men in the business, but thanks so much for joining us on the live stream. This is going to be live. So greetings from me and from Kenneth. Probably Kat is going to be there and Lucas is going to be there. So greetings from them. And thank you so much for doing
to
this.
everyone from me, from
Yeah, exactly.
space thing
Exactly.
in Bremen.
We wish you were in Aalborg, but this is great. It's great that we get to do this.
Yes, definitely.
Nice.
All right.
Malte, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a nice party.
Yes, we'll celebrate.